You know that feeling when you're trying to focus, but your mind just won't stop wandering. Turns out you're not alone. Our minds are like these mischievous monkeys swinging from thought to thought, making it hard to stay focused. But don't worry, because understanding how our minds work can help us train them to stay put. Welcome to our channel, the place where psychology meets pop culture. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of human psychology. Ever feel like your brain is playing a game of hot potato with your thoughts? You tried to focus on one thing, but bam, another thought pops up and steals the spotlight. It's like an internal game of 20 questions where your brain keeps asking, is this interesting enough? Should I be doing something else? And before you know it, you've traded places with your thoughts instead of the other way around. Don't worry, though. This mental merry-go-round is totally normal. It's just your brain being a brain. In psychology, it's called the mind's default mode network. Think of it like your brain's own personal chat room where thoughts come to hang out when they were not being actively focused on. Now, here's the interesting part. This chat room has been busy. Studies have found that the default mode network is active when you're daydreaming, reflecting on your past experiences, imagining future possibilities, or just letting your mind wander during free time. It's basically your brain's way of multitasking without you even realizing it. But why does it do this? Well, it turns out that having some mental downtime can be beneficial. The default mode network allows your brain to take a step back from the task at hand and reflect on things from a broader perspective. This can lead to insights and ideas you might not have had if you were just plowing through your to-do list. For example, you might be working on a project and suddenly get an email that seems unrelated, but your brain's default mode network kicks in and starts thinking about the problem from a new angle. Next thing you know, you've got a brilliant idea that combines the two seemingly different concepts. So while it might seem like your mind is just daydreaming or being unproductive, it could be taking the very thing you're working on to the next level. But here's the catch. The default mode network can also make it hard to focus on the task at hand. If you're in the zone and your brain starts to wander off to dreamland, it can be tough to get back on track. That's why it's important to learn how to control your mind's chatter. With a little practice, you can train your brain to stay focused and get things done. So let's dive into some strategies that can help you do just that. First up, mindfulness meditation. Yep, we all knew this one was coming. Mindfulness meditation is like a mental workout that strengthens your ability to focus. By practicing mindfulness, you learn to observe your thoughts without judgment and redirect your attention to the present moment. It's like training your brain to be a weightlifter. The more you practice, the stronger you get at bringing your focus back to where it needs to be. A study published in the Journal of Neuroscience found that mindfulness meditation actually changes the structure of your brain over time. Specifically, it increases the thickness of the cortex in areas associated with attention and self-awareness. So not only does mindfulness help you focus in the short term, but it can also improve your overall attention span over time. Plus, it's not just about sitting cross-legged and chanting. You can practice mindfulness in everyday activities like walking or eating. Just pay attention to the sensations, thoughts, and feelings that come up and let them pass like clouds in the sky. Next up, we have time blocking. Time blocking is like creating a mental map for your day. You set aside specific blocks of time for certain tasks and stick to it. For example, you might block out an hour in the morning for focused work and another hour in the afternoon for checking emails and social media. This way you're less likely to get distracted by your default mode network because you've already planned out your day and assigned specific times for certain tasks. A study published in the British Journal of Psychology found that people who used a daily planner were able to focus better and get more things done than those who didn't. The key is to be realistic with your time blocks. Don't try to cram too much into one day or you'll just end up overwhelmed and stressed out. Instead, pace yourself and allow for breaks and unexpected interruptions. After all, life happens and sometimes you just have to go with the flow. Then we have the Pomodoro technique. The Pomodoro technique is a time management method that involves setting a timer for 25-minute blocks of intense focus followed by 5 minutes of break. It's named after the Italian word for tomato and was created by a student in the 1980s. The idea is that by forcing yourself to focus for short bursts of time, you can train your brain to stay on task and resist distractions. A study published in the International Journal of Engineering Education found that students who used the Pomodoro technique were able to study more effectively and for longer periods of time than those who didn't. The technique works because it plays to our natural tendencies. We're all like little kids at heart and love a good challenge. By setting a timer for a short burst of work, you turn the task at hand into a game and make it more engaging. Plus, the promise of a 5-minute break keeps you motivated to push through. Just remember to stay focused during the 25-minute intervals and resist the urge to check your phone or start browsing social media. It's tempting, but it'll just distract you and break your focus. So stick with it and you'll be surprised at what you can accomplish in a short amount of time. We also have the 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule is a simple but effective way to deal with minor distractions that pop up during your workday. If something takes less than 2 minutes to do, get it done right away. For example, if you get an email that requires a quick response, take 2 minutes to answer it instead of marking it as read and forgetting about it. Similarly, if you need to grab something from another room, take the 2 minutes to get it instead of writing it down on a to-do list or worse. Letting it slip your mind completely. The 2-minute rule prevents small tasks from piling up and becoming overwhelming. By dealing with minor distractions as they rise, you reduce the likelihood that they'll turn into major interruptions later on. Plus, it gives you a sense of satisfaction and momentum by crossing small tasks off your to-do list. This keeps you motivated and focused on the bigger picture. Next up, we have the Eisenhower Matrix. The Eisenhower Matrix is a prioritization tool that helps you decide what to focus on based on urgency and importance. Urgent tasks demand immediate attention, while important tasks contribute to your long-term goals and values. By categorizing tasks in this way, you can prioritize your to-do list and tackle the most important tasks first. According to a study published in the Harvard Business Review, only 25% of highly effective executives spend their time on high-importance tasks. The rest of their time is spent on low-importance or urgent matters. So how can the Eisenhower Matrix help you avoid the same fate? First, identify your long-term goals and values. What do you want to achieve in the big picture? Then ask yourself, does this task contribute to my goals? If yes, it's important. If not, it's not important. Next, determine the urgency of the task. Does it need to be done right now? If yes, it's urgent. If not, it's not urgent. Finally, categorize the task based on its importance and urgency. Urgent and important tasks should be tackled immediately. Important but not urgent tasks should be scheduled and prioritized. Urgent but not important tasks can be delegated. Not important or not urgent tasks can be eliminated or postponed until later. By following this simple framework, you can prioritize your tasks more effectively and avoid wasting time on unimportant or distracting activities. Lastly, we have continuous improvement. The idea behind continuous improvement is to always be striving to become a better version of yourself. By setting goals and actively working towards achieving them, you keep your mind engaged and focused. This can be anything from learning a new skill to improving an existing one, such as reading more books, taking on new challenges at work, or volunteering in your community. The key is to find activities that challenge you and push you outside of your comfort zone. This can help you discover new interests and strengths while also building confidence and self-esteem. A study published in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that people who reported making progress toward important goals in their lives were happier and more satisfied with their well-being. Continuous improvement also helps keep your mind sharp and mentally agile. By regularly engaging in new challenges, you stimulate your brain to form new connections and pathways, which can improve cognitive function and memory recall. So whether it's learning a new language, taking up a new hobby, or simply setting short-term goals and working towards achieving them. Continuous improvement can be a great way to keep your mind engaged, focused, and sharp. So there you have it, 6 ways to tame your wandering mind. From mindfulness meditation to continuous improvement, there are plenty of tools at your disposal to help you focus and achieve your goals. Remember, it's all about understanding your mind as default mode network and finding strategies that work best for you. So which one will you try first? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating psychology content. Until next time, happy focusing